Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today we're going to talk about the drum tip section. I thought it would be really good if every month we could get a different person involved in this, and it's just going to be a 2-minute quick tip video where we ask different players to come on and give some really invaluable information as to what they think is really important for them. So, right, my name's Charlie Ashby, and my drum tip for this month, the first edition, it's going to be a really simple one, but it's one that's overlooked by a lot of people, and I think I really need to explain a bit more about it to explain why it's really important, and then maybe it won't be overlooked. So, it's all to do with the playing position. What it is, I teach all my students from beginning. One of the first lessons we talk about a playing position, and it's creating a triangle. Okay, so let me get in shot so you can actually see that. So the tips together, okay, and if we actually were to put a stick on the bottom, it would be a triangle. Okay, but the reason we do this is so that if we create that triangle, you're generally only able to do it with the palms facing down, because if the palms or the thumbs are on top, then you can see what happens. This forces the sticks out, so the tips don't come together. So if we actually put the palms so they're facing down, this naturally brings the tips together, and we can play on the drum. Okay, so I hope you can see. I'll move the camera angle in a bit so you've got a better indication of what I'm doing. But I'm creating that triangle space on the snare drum. Because it's forcing the tips together, we're going to play it on the same spot on the drum. And if we play on the same spot on the drum, then hopefully we're going to achieve the same sound. The idea is that it's going to be a more consistent, regular sound that we achieve with every stroke. So here we go. So I'm moving around the drums, and wherever I move, I'm still maintaining that triangle. Wherever drum I'm on, I'm still moving around in that triangle formation there, right? And even when I'm on the cymbals, I may be playing something. Okay, whatever I'm doing, but when I move the right hand together, I create that triangle. So even in this position where we're on different instruments, if I were to join the hands at any point, it would create that triangle. Yeah. Same on the hi-hat. Yeah, again we've got that triangle. So it helps us achieve a more regular pulse. And you can practice this by just doing groups of 2 or 3 or 4 around the drums, and it will build up dexterity, but it'll also get used to moving around the drums and keeping that set position. We don't want there to be tension in there. We're not talking about locking it and absolutely I must, we're not talking about that. It's quite relaxed, but it's just maintaining that. But there's no tension in there, we're just holding a stance. So groups of 2, just so you're getting used to moving around the drums but keeping that triangle. Whatever. So we're just using groups of 2 or 3. You can do the same thing. Just getting used to moving around the drums with that triangle. And the great thing about holding the triangle as well, keeping that space, is if we want to play louder or softer, it's really easy, because all we're doing is, again, we've got the triangle, but we're moving up and down more to the rim to get the softer sounds, and then moving back into the drum to create a louder, bigger sound. Okay? If I want to play really quietly, some people do this and they move to the side like that. I always think that's a bit dangerous, because unless the drum's tuned very evenly and precisely, you run a risk of really triggering a different sound. So it's important, I think, that you play in the same space on the drum, and that way you know you're going to get it. You know you're going to get the same sound every time. One of my old teachers used to basically get a 10-pence piece, used to put it on the drum, and he used to draw around it in a pencil, and then just ask me to play on that when I was doing exercises. So I had to be incredibly accurate about where I was playing on the drum. That's another way of doing it, you know. But yeah, it was a good skill to be able to use, especially when you apply it to other musical instruments in the percussion family, like xylophones, you know, marimba or glockenspiel, where you've got a really small area, playing area, and you've got to be very accurate with that. So that helps with things like that. So anyway, that's my drum tip for this week. Hope it's been useful for you guys, and try that when you get home. See how you get on with it. Okay, stay safe. Nice to see you all again. Next month it will be a completely different featured artist, so tune in for more from them. Alright, bye for now.